Welcome back, my amazing lizard friends. We are Nasus. We got in the last episode much more questions than answers, and we're not trying to puzzle it all together. We found a kinda drunken and useless guy on a chair, questioned by some armed lady that tried to threaten us, but we're not easy to threaten. And telling us that there was a shipment of the Malborn that was put into Nasus already. Something got thrown up, like confused, I don't know, something happened with the shipment and not in the way it was intended to be. So now we're trying to find out what happened to said shipment and what it contained. It sounds like nothing good if it comes from the Malborn. And we got a name that basically is connected to all of this, and the name was Vox. So Vox,
my wife has disappeared, but the guards refuse to act.
Some kind of leading figure in the Malborn, I guess. We have to find out who or what Vox is. If you see it from Latin, Vox just means voice. So where am I even going? So the voice of the Malborn, maybe? Maybe some leading figure, maybe some head of them. We will find out, I hope. Now we're still looking for disappearing people also. It's hard to keep track on what we're looking for. So much is going on in this place. Now there seems also to be something up here.
How could he be so stupid? I told him where to deliver the shipment, but he thinks he knows everything. That's why things get messed up. My apologies, just talking to myself, don't mind me.
Are you maybe in the shipment of some crates from the Malborn, maybe? What was that about shipments?
Nothing at all, don't mind me. Just a servant here. What's it to you, anyway? Why are you in my master's house?
Tell me about your master.
He's an important person in Narcissus. A writer. Writes all day, writes all night. But don't touch his journal. He can get frightfully angry.
What does he write?
How would I know? I sweep, I dust. I don't read. The master would never let me look in his journal. His room upstairs is off limits. I stay down here, cleaning, just as my master tells me.
You're letting him slip an awful lot of information to basically beg me to check his journal upstairs. What is this mysterious journal anyway? Let's take a look, huh? Are you the guy?
Some of my family traveled to the Cirque to seek a cure.
I don't think so. Anonymous journal. Let's take a look. Day 26. The plague is slowly spreading from quarantine Cirque, covering the Shan like a black rain. Vox will be pleased. Many have left Narcissus for Mournhold. They think they'll be safe there, but they can't escape the coming reckoning. Day 32. The substance isn't strong enough when added to water. The solution becomes diluted and most of the effective properties fade. So putting it in wells won't work. Until we can formulate a stronger version, we need to look for other ways to spread the plague. Day 42. We figured out how to spread the plague. By injecting the substance into a corpse's blood and letting it fester. The plague's potency increases tenfold. It must be the dead blood. We need more bodies. Luckily, Nasus can provide an abundant supply. Whoa. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. That doesn't bode well for the missing villagers at all. That's absolutely not good at all.
Thank Vivek you stopped the Covenant from summoning Sadal.
Yeah, we have bigger problems here now.
Have you seen my damned apprentice? The boy's later than usual today. With my luck, he's probably gone off and gotten the plague.
Your apprentice is missing.
I wouldn't worry about it. I whipped him for messing up our shipments, and he's probably off sulking. The boy claims it wasn't his fault that we received the wrong crates. Like I believe that. He needs to pay better attention.
Wrong crates?
They're stacked on the other side of the shed. Damn kids broke into them during the night, took whatever was in them and ran. If you want to pick through the broken crates, be my guest.
So you never even got suspicious about receiving the wrong crate, and then also some people breaking into them and stealing stuff from them? That never occurred to you to be suspicious or something? We have bottles in there and a note. The plan begins. The amount of the concoction contained
You're
within
looking
is
into matters that don't
viable when
concern you,
diluted in water.
outsider.
To achieve our goal, more of the elixir will be needed. To this end, more crates are on their way. Stay alert and watch for the next shipment. M. More bone book. Now we know we have a problem here. So, dead bodies. Spreading the plague. Water. It all doesn't sound good at all.
You're back. I hope you're here to tell me that my people are just imagining things and everything is fine.
I uncovered some disturbing informations.
What's this? Notes? A journal attacked? Slow down. I've never heard of Vox. And the thought of someone smuggling Lotus Plague into Narcissus frightens me greatly. But where are the missing people?
As far as I read, it sounds like they're dead.
This news is very disturbing. I'm at a loss. People disappear into thin air and someone brought a plague into Narcissus? That terrifies me. How could they even accomplish this without our notice?
What are you going to do?
I need to seal the city. No one gets in or out. I won't let any more of our people vanish. Will you perform one more task for us? To facilitate your mission, the guards have been informed that you may come and go as you please.
What do you need?
Find Giron Sadri. He's upstairs. He needs to know what you discovered. Do whatever he asks. I need to speak to the guards and prepare to seal Narcissus.
I'll find Giron.
Look, Vera. Here comes the outsider now.
What? That didn't make sense. Let's see what Giron has to say. He was the one that told him about sealing the city in the first place.
So, half of Narcissus must vanish and plague must threaten the city before Ralden comes to his senses? And it takes an outsider to make him understand. Perhaps my friend isn't fit to lead anymore.
Ralden is going to seal Narcissus. He asked me to talk to you.
Of course he did. Ralden hasn't been able to make a decision on his own in years. At least he's finally doing the right thing. As for you, I have something you can do.
And what would it be?
The Maulborn are obviously involved. Any fool can see that. With the city sealed, all of the guards will be busy. However, you don't have those responsibilities.
What are you suggesting?
I suggest you slice a path through their camps by the lake. Look for anything that will tell us the location of the Lodos Plague. Return when you find something.
Okay, let's see. I mean, if you already know they're encamped out there, why you never did anything against them? Like, why never look into them or anything? That's kind of weird, no? But we can do it. Glowing Lizard saves the day, as usual. Why does it always have to be glowing lizards to save the day? So, sealing the city. I don't think people will be much happy about this. Know what I'm talking about. Had some of those pleasures myself. No! Why did I... Oops. That wasn't intended. I feel like I got big fingers in the last days. Oh, what was that? Note that said something of reminder or something? Reminder, don't drink the water. Do not drink any water from Lake HLAALU. The concoction we added to the lake is particularly potent. Let's leave the water for the locals and keep our own numbers strong and healthy. And remember, if you notice anything strange or spot any unusual activity around Nasus, report to Commander Tandon at the center of our camp by the lake. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good at all. Nope, that's not good. That's a problem when your water source is so easy to manipulate. That's a real big problem, I think. That's a commander. That was the commander. Medindred's orders. In the name of Magistrix Vox, all Moorborn must continue to monitor and secure Lake HLAALU. Tests of the Lotus Plague continue and we maintain camps within the area. The new formula isn't as strong as we hoped. I'm returning to the gorge to make a more potent concoction. I will also continue to advance our plans to shipping the materials throughout the Shan. Until new orders are delivered, continue the tests by adding each new batch of concoction at the waterfall and record the results. Victory is nigh. Medindred. Okay, that's not good at all. Does my combat metrics say that I did exactly 10,000 damage? Wow, that's cool. Oh, that doesn't look good. Broken crates. Some kind of vile yellow-green substance is concentrated around the broken crates in the lake here.
You don't give up, do you?
What are you going to do about it?
Before you ask, yes, I've been following you. No, I have nothing to do with the missing people or the plague, and no, I'm not here to fight you. There, it's out of the way. Feel better? Now let's talk about why Giron wants you dead.
Giron sent me to kill. Moorborn troops had discovered a link to the plague. What do you mean he wants me dead?
Of course he did. Sending an overconfident outsider into camps full of Moorborn certainly sounds like a day at the fair. And if they killed you, you'd never find out that he brought the plague to Narcissus, would you?
How do you know that?
I've been watching Narcissus for weeks. We even have an agent inside the kin house. Anything that enters or leaves Narcissus is tracked, and those broken crates had Giron's name written all over them. The question is, why? What have you discovered?
Here, that's all I got.
This doesn't look good. There must be a reason why Giron wanted Narcissus sealed and why he wanted you dead. Get back there and find out.
Why are you helping me?
The organization I belong to does two things. Finds targets and eliminates targets. My target happens to be connected to the Lodos Plague. Our goals overlap. Let's leave it at that.
What organization do you belong to?
Sorry, we don't know each other well enough to get that personal just yet. Trust me, though. We both want to stop the Moorborn.
How can I trust you when I don't even know anything about you and who are you even?
Not your concern. Just remember what I told you. We're on the same side. And don't get yourself killed, hero. Narcissus needs you.
We will see about this. I don't trust you at all. That's all I have to say to you, lady. Yeah, this is a crafting station. Nice place for a crafting station in a tomb. Oh yeah, that's the place I always wanted to craft my stuff. In the middle of a tomb. Next to that. Won't they get annoyed by me tinkering around here? Oops. Won't they be annoyed by me, like doing noises and I don't know. This is a weird place at all. Ooh, what a nice lighting atmosphere. What are you even doing? Fighting guys for 10 hours. This also doesn't bode well. What is this house? Abandoned home. That doesn't sound good at all. No one sees that? Like, no one sees this ugly green liquid coming out there?
Since you're working for Councillor Ralden, you've been granted access to come and go as you please. Don't abuse the privilege. And don't disappoint these people. They're counting on you.
I'm not even sure they know that I exist. What's going on here?
You can't keep us here, Raleigh. The guard has no right to keep us prisoners.
By the three, you whine like a spoiled child. The city is locked down for your own protection.
Our protection? So we're just supposed to sit here and rot as the plague takes us? The house guard are no better than the Maulborn.
Oh, strong feelings here. And a lot of gardeners for some reason.
You're back. We need to talk.
Well, you know. Untitled.
Ralden isn't here. He and Giron left some time ago. And Giron's connection to the Maulborn makes me a little concerned.
How do you know that? Why does everyone know that except me?
Let's just say I'm well informed. I've suspected the connection for a while, and his abduction of the Councillor confirms it. My associate and I tend to avoid situations not covered by our contracts. Still, we might be able to assist one another.
Ah, he's the inside contact that this girl talked about, I guess. Where's Giron?
I don't know. I only know what the reports tell me. Giron probably took Ralden somewhere secluded, far from prying eyes.
That's not good.
Narcissus is sealed. Villagers are missing. Crates of Lodos plague arrive in the night. Now you discover the plague intensifies when it festers inside a corpse. Makes you wonder about Giron's plan, doesn't it?
Any ideas on how to find Giron and Ralden?
Reports tell me that a group of villagers have decided to take matters into their own hands. I don't condone their actions, but they might have information. Find the Argonian called Slips Through Fingers. She can lead you to them.
That's a very interesting name. And I wonder if it has anything to do with what she does. Why would she help me?
I have a feeling she's going to want your help. Tales of your exploits already spread through Narcissus. Find the Argonian, and I'd wager that before you say a word, she asks you to meet with her companions.
I'll find Slips Through Fingers, I guess. Fighting back. Okay, so what do we know? Villagers are being abducted or kidnapped. Some people work with the Maulborn. The Maulborn managed to get some crates, something with the plague stuff in the city. The shipments got tangled up though with some shipment of the blacksmith. Something about cultivating the plague in dead bodies. And this guy that was like a friend or something of the Councillor seems to be somehow in with the Maulborn, in league with them, and the Councillor is missing now with his friend, wherever they went to. And people are angry about being prevented from leaving the city anymore. Whew, that's a lot of work. But this friend of the counselor said that like his goal it was to do this kind of quarantine or lockdown or whatever. So there must be something after this, no? That's all very concerning and troubling. And I hope we soon find any answers to what's going on here. But for today, we're done. And I hope we can find out a bit more and maybe help the people here, prevent the plans of the Malborn in Narcissus. I hope we're not coming too late for the missing villagers. And even though it doesn't sound good at all for us and for them. So I hope you stay with me in this adventure. I hope you come back in the next episode to see if we can solve anything. In the meantime, feel free to leave a like, a comment, a subscription to not miss out on anything going on here. Feel free to check out my Instagram, the link is in the description of the videos. And yeah, that's all I have to say for today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you stay well, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and of course you keep on walking. Until next time, bye bye.